So, you think you have to work harder than everyone else to get rich? That success is all about grinding out more hours? Well, today, we're going to completely challenge that idea and unpack a model for success that isn't about more work, it's about more leverage.
In a single year, Elon Musk increased his net worth by $140 billion. Let that sink in. That's more than Bill Gates made in his entire career, packed into just 1 year. It's a number that kind of breaks your brain.
So what gives? Is he just the hardest working person in the world? Does he put in more hours, more raw effort? I mean, if the goal is to simply outwork everybody, how could any of us possibly compete with that? The truth is, we've been thinking about the whole idea of work completely wrong.
To really understand how these massive, almost unbelievable results are possible, we first need to get crystal clear on what work actually is. Because, look, if you can't define it, you can't improve it. Simple as that.
You know, the common ways we measure work, time spent, or how tired you feel, they're totally flawed. You can't just work more hours. There are only 24 hours in a day for everyone. And trying harder? Come on. That's basically a participation trophy. The crucial point here is this. The only metric that truly matters is your output.
And this, right here, is the brilliant formula for creating that output. Think of a physical lever. Volume is how many times you push down on it. Leverage? That's the length of the lever. And the longer the lever, the more you can lift with the exact same push.
So let's see how this actually builds up in the real world. Because once you really get this, you stop trying to just push harder and you start looking for a longer lever.
Okay, check this out. You start with the salesperson making 100 calls a day. That's your baseline volume, right? Now let's start layering on the leverage. First, you add more skill, so they get more effective on each call. Then you add a tool, like an automated dialer, so they waste 0 time dialing. Next, you improve the offer itself, so more prospects say yes. And finally, you add a team of 15 other salespeople doing the exact same thing. See? Each step multiplies the last. The output absolutely explodes, but the core action stays the same. And that's the game right there. It's not about who stays latest at the office, it's about who builds the smarter system, the longer lever to multiply their efforts.
Now here's what's really fascinating about all this. Most of us, we actively destroy our own leverage without even realizing it. We fall for the trap of something new.
You know how it starts. Your friend tells you about some amazing new business they're in. You only hear the highlights, right? The Instagram version. You get super excited, thinking, wow, the grass is so much greener over there. So you do it. You jump ship, you leave what you were doing, and you start this new thing. But then you discover the 100 other steps your friend forgot to mention. You realize it's way, way harder than it looked, and that initial excitement just completely vanishes. This is the critical moment. You've invested time for 0 return, and it's painful. This is where most people quit and jump to the next shiny object, starting that whole cycle all over again. They're stuck fighting the same boss level in the video game of business, and they never, ever progress. These are the behaviors that keep people trapped. It's that roofing contractor who also does general contracting and flips houses on the side, but never builds a billion-dollar roofing company. It's what Hormozi calls the woman in the red dress, a seductive new opportunity that just distracts you from your main mission. So, if new is the trap, what's the escape route? Well, the answer is stunningly simple. Stop looking for something new and start focusing on making what you already have better.
This is it. This is the whole secret. Every single time you improve your current process, your product, or your own skill, you are literally lengthening your lever. You're getting more output for the same input. That is leverage.
And this is what it looks like in practice. It's not sexy at all. It's the boring, repetitive work of making small, incremental improvements. It's doing all the stuff you know you should be doing, but probably aren't. But here's the kicker. Extraordinary results come from doing these ordinary things for an extraordinary amount of time.
But you know what? Talk is cheap. Let's actually see this in action. I'm going to take a single product and show you how to apply leverage to its offer, right here, right now.
Okay, here's the challenge. We're going to sell this book, not for $20, but for $1,000. Seems impossible, right? All right, let's start building the leverage.
Okay, it's a best-selling book. Now it's autographed. Now let's put the author's personal cell number inside. Now he'll personally review one of your sales calls. Now his traffic team will break down your entire marketing funnel. And he'll use his network to recruit one star player for your company. And he'll feature you on his channel, which is worth about $100,000 in advertising. And if you still don't make 3 times your money back, you get a full refund and you keep everything. So is it still a $20 book? No. We didn't change the product at all, we just made the offer unbelievably better.
That is leverage. Same action, selling one book, but with an astronomically higher output.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Forget the next shiny object. If you were coaching yourself, what's the one boring thing you know you should be doing to make what you already have better?